Good evening, warriors of faith. Welcome back to Muhammad, mentor of mankind, where we unearth the forgotten fires of the Sahaba, those giants who walked with the Prophet and turned whispers of truth into roars that echoed across empires. Today we're diving into a legend so profound it feels like a shadow from Jannah itself. Imagine this: a battlefield choked with dust and death. The Prophet Muhammad, the light of the worlds, lies wounded, iron rings embedded in his blessed face like thorns of betrayal. Companions falter, the enemy closes in like a noose. But from the east, a phantom rises. Not on thunderous hooves, but gliding like a falcon unchained. He doesn't scream valor, he embodies it. With teeth that shatter like vows unbroken, he rips out the peril, blood mixing with unbreakable love. Who was this ghost? The one who slew his own blood at Badr? Who starved armies on desert coasts, only for Allah to feast them from the sea? Who tricked Roman fortresses with buried secrets, stormed the gates of Damascus with mercy as his sword, and unlocked Baitul Muqaddas, the holy sanctuary, without spilling a river of innocent blood? This wasn't a conqueror of thrones. This was a trustee of souls. A man emperors feared, caliphs called brother, and history crowned Ameen al-Ummah, the trustworthy of the nation. His name? Abu Ubaydah ibn al-Jarrah radiyallahu anh. But hold that fire. We're not rushing. We're walking his path step by shadowed step, from Mecca's secret dawns to Syria's plague-kissed sands. By the end, you'll ask, in your battles, will you be the shadow that saves the light? If you're new here, smash that subscribe. We're family now. And if you haven't caught our last epic on the true dream of the first Adhan, it wasn't Umar radiyallahu anhu. Fam, that divine whisper came to Abdullah ibn Zayd radiyallahu anhu. The sleeper heaven woke. Link in the description. Watch it now. It's a game changer. Drop a in the comments if Abu Ubaidah's already stirring your soul. Let's begin. Picture 8. Hijri. The banner of Islam flutters triumphantly over the Kaaba in Mecca Mukarramah. The conquest of Mecca has just unfolded like a divine promise kept. Polytheists humbled, hearts turning like tides. But the real storm? Ghazwa Hunain. Muslims, fresh from victory, face an ambush from tribal hordes. Arrows blot the sun, swords sing death, yet through sheer tawakkul the Prophet rallies. I am the Prophet, no lie. I am the son of Abdul Muttalib. The tide turns. Tribes shatter, scattering like leaves in Allah's wind. Islam's might? It's no longer a spark, it's a blaze. Word spreads like wildfire. From Yemen's distant hills to Najran's Christian enclaves, delegations pour into Mecca, tribes by the drove, begging the light. And among them, a delegation from Najran, that famed district 7 stages south in Yemen, home to Arab Christians with a grand cathedral rivaling the stars, the grandest faith hub in all Arabia. 2 towering bishops lead, Aqib, titled Aqsa, and the other, Sayyid. 60 souls strong, they trek to Medina in 9 Hijri, not for conquest, but curiosity. The Prophet receives them with honor, carpets rolled out, dates and milk flowing. He invites them to Islam with a passion that shakes souls. Come to the light that banishes shadows eternal. But instead of submission, debate erupts like a desert gale. Questions fly, arguments clash on prophets, on divinity, on the cradle of truth. The air thickens. Then, revelation descends like cool rain on parched earth. Surah Al-Imran echoes, O Messenger, if any dispute after knowledge comes, say, Come, let us call our sons and your sons, our women and your women, ourselves and yourselves. Then let us earnestly pray and invoke the curse of Allah on those who lie. 3:61. The stage is set for Mubahala, the ultimate test of truth. The Prophet gathers his household. Fatima radiyallahu anha, radiant as the moon. Grandsons Hassan and Hussein radiyallahu anhuma, pure as dawn's first light. The Najranis, they pale, huddle in whisper. If this is Allah's true prophet, their leader murmurs, we're doomed. Our curses would rebound like spears on stone. Wisdom prevails over pride. They bow. O Messenger of Allah, we accept your call, but not as foes. Take jizya from us. We'll pay eternally. Send a trustworthy one with us to seal this pact. The Prophet's eyes scan the assembly. Sahaba lean in, hearts pounding like war drums. Who will bear this honor? The air hums with anticipation. Then his gaze lands soft as mercy. Stand forth. A lean figure rises, tall strides, slender frame, face bathed in Noor's cascade. This, the Prophet declares, voice like honeyed thunder, is the Ameen of this Ummah. Who was he? Born Amir in the waning branch of Quraysh, Banu Far, the last thread tying back to the Prophet himself. His mother? Among the earliest to embrace Islam's whisper. But his kunya? Abu Ubaydah ibn al-Jarrah, a name that would etch eternity. One of the as-Sabiqun al-Awwalun, the foremost in faith. He didn't wait for crowds. In Islam's cradle years, before even Dar al-Arqam became sanctuary, Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radiallahu anhu knocked on his door. Join us, the Siddiq urged. And in that moment, acceptance wasn't just words. It was a gauntlet thrown at Shirk's feet. Persecution. It crashed like waves on rock. Tortures that twisted bodies, mocked spirits. Yet he stood, unbowed. When the Prophet whispered Hijra to Abyssinia, that promised haven across the sea, Abu Ubaydah boarded, exile's salt on his lips. Years in foreign winds, hearts aching for Medina. Then the call, return. Kazawa's beckon, Badr's sands first, where, in faith's fierce forge, he faces his own father, Abdullah ibn Jarrah, sword raised not in hate, but divine decree. The blade falls, a son slays for Allah. And in that Qur'an's verse from Surah al-Mujadilah, 58:22, you will not find a people who believe in Allah and the last day having affection for those who oppose Allah and His Messenger, even if they were their fathers or their sons or their brothers or their kindred. Iman, etched in blood, his and his kin's. Hijri. Uhud's slopes green turned grave. A youthful archer's lapse, greed for spoils, unleashes hell. Mushrik swarm, the Prophet pinned, helm cleaved, cheek pierced by those cursed iron links. Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radiallahu anhu recounts, voice trembling in memory. I spotted him from afar, a lone soul soaring eastward like a bird unbound, slicing air to reach Rasulullah. I sprinted dua on lips. Ya Allah, what sight is this? But he arrived first. Abu Ubaydah ibn al-Jarrah. No pause, no fear. He darts to the Prophet's side, cradles the wound. Those links? Wedged deep, mocking mercy. Tools? None. So with lips that praised Allah moments before he seizes them, bites down, yanks with a force born of fana. Out they come, first one then the other. Teeth snapped like brittle oaths, two gone forever. Blood-stained sand, but the Prophet's smile. It lights the gloom. You've lost your teeth for me, he says softly, and gained Jannah's pearls. Uhud's scar, not defeat, legend. Abu Ubaydah presses on, Azab's siege, where he holds the trench like a lion's roar. Then 6 Rabi al-Awwal. The Prophet dispatches him with 40 mujahideen against raiders from Thaqif and Anmar, bandits gnawing Medina's edges. They strike like lightning, one captive taken, who melts into Islam upon chains release. The rest? Fleeing phantoms. Hudaybiyah's pledge of Ridwan? His hand in that sacred circle, trench of Kandak? Bravery's jewels gleam. Post-trench whispers, Banu Qudaa plot assault. Umar ibn al-Khattab radiallahu anhu leads 300 to Salsal Spring, signals back, they're too many. Reinforcement surges, 200 under Abu Ubaydah with Abu Bakr, Umar, the elite, Union at camp but commands thorn. Abu Ubaidah's rank towers, yet he yields with a smile. Lead, brother, unity over ego. The Prophet hears, mercy flowing. Rahmah on Abu Ubaidah, forsaking right for Allah's greater right. True sacrifice. Then, the seaside saga, Sariya Saif al-Bar, 300 souls to scout Quraysh shores. Dates dwindle to whispers, then dust. Leaves crunch under teeth, camels slaughtered in threes, till Abu Ubaidah halts, preserved for the path. Starvation's grip tightens, until the sea yields. A colossal whale, amber-fleshed behemoth, beaches like manna. For 18 days, they feast. Meat sustains, oil anoints weary skins. 2 ribs, propped as victory arches, entrails loaded on camelback. Return to Medina, tale spilled before the Prophet. Allah provided, eat and share. A morsel offered, he tanawal formays it, eyes alight. 8. Hijri Ramadan, Fatmaka. Abu Ubaidah commands a legion's wing, enters the haram unvanquished. Hunayn and Taif? His valor dances, arrows parted, foes fled. 11 Hijri. The Prophet's wafat, a mountain crushes the Ummah. Abu Ubaidah, shattered yet steel. Sabr veils sorrow. Succession stirs. Abu Bakr, Umar, Abu Ubaidah approach Ansar. You aided first, no rift now. Speeches thunder. Abu Bakr proposes, choose Umar or Abu Ubaidah. Both decline. Siddiq first. Bay'ah seals. Ridda war's rage. Abu Ubaidah, the Caliph's arm, quells flames. The Caliphate beckons, but so does Syria's storm. Will trust conquer Rome. Don't blink. 13 Hijri. Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radiyallahu anhu eyes the north. Sham, Rome's jewel. 4 armies dispatched. Abu Ubaidah to Homs, Yazid ibn Abi Sufyan to Damascus, Shurahbil to Jordan, Amr ibn al-As to Palestine. If you unite, the Caliph commands, Abu Ubaidah leads, the Ummah's Ameen. Farewell at Medina's edge. O Abu Ubaidah, act righteously, fight as mujahid, die shaheed. May your scroll be in your right hand, eyes cooled in both worlds. You fear Allah most, seek akhirah alone. Wage jihad on deniers of the one. Sham unfolds. Roman legions, spike-helmed and vast, dwarf the faithful, salt in dough. Yet Abu Ubaidah surges. Busra falls, then Jabiyah. Dispatches fly to Medina. Fortresses bristle like thorns. Reinforcements pour, from Medina, from Iraq's fronts. Khalid ibn al-Walid joins, thunder incarnate. Yazid, Shurahbil, Amr converge. Ajnadain erupts. Romans resist like tempests, but Iman's gale prevails. 3,000 Kafirs cut down. Survivors flee a gorge trap. Hisham ibn al-As radiyallahu anh, Amr's brother and early convert, falls to arrow in the defile. Horses halt at his form. Brothers weep. Amr calls. Allah has elevated him to shahadah. Soul ascended, body but shell. Trample forth, aid awaits. Hooves crush remnants. Pieces gathered in sack for burial. Victory's bittersweet hymn. Damascus besieged. Abu Bakr's light fades. Umar ascends. Khalid breaches walls, but Abu Ubaidah, ever mercy's vanguard, seals peace. Swords down, Amen granted. Khalid, unknowing in the fray, meets him mid-city. Hands stay, the city yields. Damascus bows, Islam's flag soars. Fury stirs Rome, legions mass in Jordan. Muslims pivot under Abu Ubaidah. Encampment. Envoys parley, fruitless. Roman herald strides in, warrior's uniform, humble. Your leader? There, on the mat. Abu Ubaidah, arrows in hand, garb as any soldier. You, commander? I. Flee sons fight, 2 gold coins each. Defiance. We came for Allah, not gold. Rage retreats, war dawns day 3. 50,000 Romans verse half that in faith. Abu Ubaidah weaves lines, igniting hearts, Allahu Akbar. Assaults shatter spines, hours claim the field. Homs next, gates hold days, then Jizya seals. Hama, Sarman, Chinasrin cascade, Laodicea's bastion. Besieged fierce, genius strikes, caves hewn hidden, siege feigned lifted. Gates yawn, dawn ghosts pour in. Shock surrenders all. Return to Homs. Rajab 15 Hijri. Heraclius quakes. Legions amassed, generals summoned. Muslims consolidate, taxes refunded from conquered hearts. A fidelity unmatched. Forces mass at Yarmouk's river. 40,000 believers versus 200,000 Romans. Envoys tempt. Gold for retreat. Naught. Clash ignites. Romans savage, pushing once. But command's steel rallies. Counterwaves crash. Heraclius flees Constantinople scorched. Sham's gates fling wide. Aleppo. Antioch fall to Islam's grace. Abu Ubaydah to Baitul Muqaddas. Amar's siege yields to terms. Umar must come. Pen the peace. Letter flies. The sanctuary is ours. Hasten. Caliph arrives humble. Companions greet. Khalid, Yazid all. Christians ink covenant. Al-Aqsa freed. Post-victory. Madrasas bloom under his nod. Sahaba teach Quran, mend minds. Famine grips Hijaz. 4,000 grain-laden camels rush from Sham. Abu Ubaydah at helm. 17. Hijri. Romans raid Homs. Last clash. They break. No return. Empires kneel, but humility reigns. Thumbs up if mercy moves you. The ultimate test. Can trust defy death? Final act awaits. Hijri. Tawun, the Black Death, slithers from Sham to Iraq, a shadow devouring thousands. Sahaba fall like autumn leaves. Medina weeps. Umar radiallahu anhu decrees, return, flee Qadr not, but preserve the flock. Messengers ride, all armies withdraw. Abu Ubaydah, unyielding oak. Reply pens fierce, O commander, do you flee Allah's decree? From whose lips but yours would such words fall? I flee not. Show me a wadi, flanks barren waste and verdant bloom. Which path? The green, for life. Yet here, Tawun is our bloom of trial. Umar pens again. Come to Medina. Insight dawns. Safety, not rebuke. Abu Ubaydah. I see your wisdom, but my heart cleaves to these souls. Let me stay. Tears stain Umar's scroll. Third missive. Shift to higher ground. Obeyed. Army ascends, but fever claims him. On death's edge, he appoints Mu'adh ibn Jabal radiallahu anhu successor. Unite in taqwa, bid farewell with ihsan. Eyes close at 58, shaheed to plague. Mu'adh leads Salah, voice breaking. O Muslims, today, calamity strikes unlike any. I've seen none like him. Foremost in pardon, purest in patience, deepest in care for you. Pray for his maghfirah. By Allah, no commander like him remains. Umar's grief? A brother's. Once 400 dinars, 4,000 dirhams sent to Abu Ubaydah and Mu'adh, all divided among troops. Alhamdulillah, Umar sighs, eyes still blind to Dunya's gleam. In Jerusalem, 17 Hijri. Where's my brother? Abu Ubaydah arrives, same threadbare robes from Medina. Embrace, my brother. Home bare, sword, shield, camel. O Abu Ubaydah, stock essentials. For a mujahid, this suffices. Feast invite reversed. Stale bread and water. Umar weeps. Sham changes all. Save you, true to the Prophet's path. A later. Praise ill-fits lips, but you alone unchanged. On succession. If alive, I'd nominate him. On Qiyamah, Ya Allah, your Prophet named him Ameen. Humility incarnate. No silks, no thrones, floor-seated among men. Roman envoys, baffled. Which the Amir? A soldier's asylum for foe? Upheld. Every Muslim's Amen binds all. Prophets, Sunnah. Yet bold. To new Caliph, letter warns Akhira's awe bids Adil. Tawun took his breath, no, but not his light. Share if shahadah stirs you. Legacy eternal. But what burns in your heart? Finale calls. Radiant Jannah gates. Abu Ubaidah's life. A beacon unbroken. From Najran's pact to Tawun's tomb, every facet gleams. Trust forged in trials, mercy in might, humility in heights. He conquered not for crowns, but the crown's pleasure. Umar yearned his caliphate, the Ummah, his shadow. Lessons. In your Uhuds, wounds unseen. Fly like him. In Yarmouks, odds stacked. Trust tawakkul. In Tawun's, plagues of nafs or world. Choose the green path of Qadr. Who was he truly? The Ameen who lived as if seeing Jannah's gates ajar. Will you? If this epic fueled your iman, comment your fave moment, Uhud's teeth or Tawun's stand, and subscribe for more Sahaba sagas. Bell on next. Khalid's sword unleashed. Last vid reminder. Adhan's dreamer. Abdullah ibn Zayd, not Umar. Link below. Must watch. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum. Go conquer your souls.